Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. And for today's video, we will be playing around with few tools of Power BI, and we're going to make a dashboard. And the data set that I'm picking for this video is going to be on sales. So I'll give the link to the data set and description. You guys can pick it up from there. And also, this is my first attempt on making a dashboard on Power BI, and I've recently picked up the skill, so I'm just figuring out how to go about with Power BI and learn few stuff. And right now, I'm just teaching you guys whatever I've learned so far. So first things first, let's import our data set. And after importing any data set, and what anybody's supposed to do is transform the data based on your needs. Transform the data means removing any null values or uh, replacing few null values based on your needs, etc. Or deleting a row, deleting a column based on your needs. So we have row ID, we have order ID. Row ID is useless. Order ID is also important. You have order date, ship date, shipping mode, customer ID, which is also important, customer name, segment, country, city, state, region, product ID, category, subcategory, product name, sales, and quantity, profit, returns, payment mode, IND1 and IND2. As you can see, IND1 and IND2 doesn't really add value to your data set, so you remove the columns. And returns, since everything's error, you can either transform it into your needs if you want, or else for me, I don't really care, so I'm removing the column. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so now I made a mistake by removing all other columns except the one that I selected. So you can always undo by clicking this red cross mark, and you can go back, returns, and remove column. So after you've transformed your data, you can simply click the first button here, which is close and apply. And after that, it will update the data set. Give it a minute or so. Yes, now that we have updated a new data set, we can always cross-check the columns of a data set in your tab in your model view. So for this moment, we have one table, so we have one box here. Let's say you're dealing with multiple number of tables. You will have two, three boxes lying all around here with some relations that you have mapped it with. Now let's go ahead and start our dashboard. First things first, you will always need to create a text box which indicates or which shows what you're trying to depict here, right? So let's call it sales insights and make it bold, center align if you wish, or let's keep it left. Increase the size to 14 or maybe 40. Yeah, perfect. Now you can change the color. You can beautify it to however you like. Let's go ahead with the first thing, which is your clustered bar graph, bar chart. And let's go ahead and uh, add some X values and Y values. So for that, you will need to check your columns of your sheet. And let's pick for your category as your Y axis. Where is category? Y axis category. And for your X axis, sum of sales. So this sigma function means sum. You drop it at X axis. There you go. You have your graph based on, you have a graph that says sum of sales by category. Now you can modify the looks of this bar graph. What you can do here is under y-axis, the title you can remove. You already know what it is. And under x-axis, you can also remove the title. Okay, it's already, oh, nice. It's already gone. And values here, you can remove this, but you can put the values exactly after the bar there. For that, you can do this data labels. So now it looks much more professional. And you can also modify the entire layout of the graph, which is under effects, visual border. You can also make it rounded if you wish to make it look like this. Simple and clean. Now let's build one more graph. Simply Control C, Control V, and instead of based on category wise, you can do it based on shipment shipping mode. So you can just remove uh, this category there, just replace it there and X mark there. You can do that, or you can also just take in ship mode and keep it. It's up to you and doesn't really matter, but make it look more good. That's it. And there you, okay, we'll just bring it here. Uh, Perfect. Now that we have these two, let's also make one more graph based on the subcategory. Subcategory should be just under category, right? Common sense. So let's go ahead and uh, change this to a subcategory. Where is subcategory? There you go. So remove shipment mode. Perfect. Now there you go. We have so many of them here, right? So what we're going to do for this is let's just keep in top three or top four. So you click on this and you go to filters under sum of sales under subcategory. We will take in top 10 and under this we'll keep three or we'll keep it four or keep it three. It's fine. And and we have to drop a subcategory here and you apply filter and you get the top three subcategories there. And you can also remove these labels here. So go to Format Painter and select this. Okay, we haven't removed it, so we'll remove it now, no problem. We'll go to Y-axis. We'll go to title. No, not title. Legend. Wait. Uh, okay, that is fine. Data labels. Oh, we need data labels. That is important. Sum of sales. This is your x-axis, right? So we're supposed to look at the x-axis. There you go. Perfect. Now that we have removed that as well, let's just align them properly. Perfect. Now after this, let's create a scattered area chart. For this, we will look at monthly sales and monthly profits. So for monthly sales, we will need an order date. Order date will come all the way till your x-axis. And for your y-axis, we'll have sum of sales, which is here. Perfect. Yeah, this is how it's supposed to look, but now we're going to fine tune, we're going to make it look beautiful. And how are we going to do that? Just a second, hold on. So now that will remove year and we'll remove quarter. So let's keep it month and days, which is much more useful to look at, right? Now, after this, we will also need to create order legend should be with order date. So we have this order date. Uh, this order. What? Yeah, there you go. Order date. Legend is your order date, and after that, we will need to arrange it by date hierarchy. Perfect. Now it looks much more interesting to look at. Control C, Control V, bring it down. Let's now this is first based on sales. Now we need this as based on profit. Now simply drag and drop profit here. Done. Now we'll just make it look much more interesting to look at. Or let's keep title, effects, uh, visual border. We need that. Rounded corners. Header icons is okay. Okay, title. If you want to keep it, go ahead. And under properties, you can change the size, positioning, and etc. X-axis title month. We know it's a month anyways. And under your Y-axis, you know Uh, it's basically the sum of sales, right? Now, simply format painter this and do that for this as well, and you're set. Let's reduce the size of this. Okay. Mm, yeah, I guess this is enough, or else make it a bit smaller. There you go. Okay. Now, after this, let's create a pie chart. So we use the donut chart. Okay, called donut chart. And for the donut chart, you will need to create the legend is going to be based on your segments. So you have segments here, all right, and the values would be the sum of sales. And your now let's modify this to let's first format painter this. Okay. Now let's remove this legend here. We're going to replace a legend into each category here to make it look more precise. Detail label. No, we need detail label. We have your general no, slices. Is it slices? Uh, wait. 1 second. Detail labels. Correct. Here under this, you select this category percent of total. Everything is here. Now just remove the segment legend here. For that, just turn that off. Simple. Now, now that this is done, let's go ahead and create a geospatial map for that. For this, so we pick the map, and for map, we select a location as. Let's just look at location first. Where is location? Okay, there you go. We have city, country, and we have state here. So state makes much more sense. So let's go ahead and put state as location. Perfect. Now that we have state as location here, now let us also add the bubble size depending on sum of sales. And your tool tips would be based on sum of profit. There you go. Perfect. Now that this is done, we can clearly see the size of bubbles increases or decreases based on the sales. All right. Now that this is also clear, we can go ahead and create a slice. We can create a slicer, which is from this. Yeah, correct. Now for slicer, we need to hold on. We need to take the region and drag it here. Now that this is done, we need to also go to this and no, not filtering. Uh, we need to make it look like a tile. So maybe in simple words like buttons. Now let's format this. Take this format painter. Perfect. Now we can remove that region uh, site text there. It's useless for us. General title of. Wait, we haven't put any title there, right? Why is it? Okay. Under effects, visual border is there. Properties, everything is done. Title is off. Header icons is. We need header icons. Okay. Icons. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. We need to go to text and wait, title. Yeah, once we write a title, that will leave. So we can keep it there. Region. My bad. Perfect. Now it looks much, much better. And after this, let's create one more small information insights. So in simple words, those are called cards. Uh, cards. There you go. So cards just give you a single number depicting what you want to you really want to show. So let's talk about the total number of total sales we've had so far. drag and drop. You have 1.57 million sales as of date. Let's create one more card talking about the quantity. Replace it with quantity. Done. And let's talk about number of average delivery date. Um, no, not that average delivery date. Let's talk about number of profits we have had so far. Profit is here. There you go. Now we can also modify these based on to your likings. You can take the average or the sum and show values as percent of grand total if you want. It's not going to make not going to make a difference, but yeah. Now let's modify these to look like how we would want it. The painter and this. Now we will have to reduce the size of these so that we could fit it inside. And some more sales. Okay, I guess we'll have to reduce the size here as well. Okay, let's go ahead and reduce the size. Okay, perfect. Now that we can fit everything inside this, we are good to go. All right. Now, this is your entire dashboard. Let's extend this to the side here. Yeah, perfect. Now, yeah, this is your entire dashboard for your sales insights. Now, using the slicer tool, you can check the number of all the details with just one button under central category, under the region of central. And if you want it for east, everything changes to only east as a region, for south, for west. And if you select it once again, it's for everything together. So I hope you guys have learned whatever I've taught you so far. In case you have any doubts, please restrict it to based on whatever I've taught so far because I'm still learning it. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video so far. Please leave a like and subscribe for more content. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.